when I posted the video about the judges, I had a few comments about one particular judge who's a bit more local. And it's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's laughable because it's that unbelievable. When I did the research into this person, into this judge, the sentences that he's handed down, like I said, it's not funny. It's not funny, but I'm just going to read them to you. There's quite a few that have been, I suppose, controversies. I'll leave it to you guys to have an opinion on, but we're just going to read some of the sentences that he handed down that people were deemed lenient sentences. Okay, so they're bullet points. I'm just going to go through the bullet points, okay? A suspended sentence for a man who had 10,000 images of child abuse. Suspended sentence for a man who was caught fondling himself in front of 4 children. Fondling isn't the word that's written down. Suspended sentence for a man who knocked down and killed a woman crossing the road. They then learned that he was in the area at the time selling drugs, so he got another suspended sentence for the drugs as well. Given a teenager a suspended 3-year sentence over his role in an incident where a woman was tied up, assaulted and scalded with boiling water. A suspended sentence for a man who had possession of 100 child abuse images. Given another man a suspended sentence for possession of 7,000 images of CP. Gave a man who sexually assaulted an 18-year-old a 4-year suspended sentence on the condition that he pay her €15,000. Actually doesn't say her or him, it just says to his victim. I don't know if the victim was male or female. Given short sentences of 2 to 3 years for conspiracy to defraud to 2 Anglo-Irish bank executives, so Willie McAteer and John Bowe, and the former Irish Life and Permanent CEO, Dennis Casey. Sentencing Garda Paul Moody to 3 years and 3 months for coercive control after he used his power as a Garda to harass a woman, sent her thousands of threatening and abusive messages. I'm surprised he even gave him anything, to be honest. Given a suspended sentence to a man who punched and kicked his partner before standing on her neck and telling her he was going to kill her. Giving a suspended sentence to a taxi driver who deliberately drove into a cyclist. Giving a suspended sentence to a principal who stole €44,000 from his school. Giving a suspended sentence to a woman who drove into the hard shoulder of the M50 motorway, collided with the motorcyclists and killed him. So the motorcyclists died. Given a 20-month sentence to a man who burned a baby's face with a blowtorch. I needed to just push the anger down there. Sorry about that. Given a 3.5-year sentence to a man who stabbed 3 other men. The offender had previously been convicted of manslaughter. So then he's also been criticised for excessive sentences as well. And this one, in 2012, a man received a 6-year sentence for evading 1.6 million of duty on imported garlic. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. 6 years for tax evasion, which isn't okay. I'm not saying it's okay. Tax evasion is not okay. But yet, suspended sentence to, for example, a man who intentionally drove into a cyclist, or a man that had 100 images of abused children. So it said, judge has attracted controversy for the perceived leniency of some of his sentences he has passed, particularly in the areas of child SA material and child SA. An online petition to remove him from the bench attracted thousands of signatures. A 2023 Irish Times article by Mary Carolan discussed the judge, saying that he passes about 40 sentences per week, out of which perhaps 1 or 2 of these are appealed by the offender and 1 or fewer by the Director of Public Prosecutions. However, she said that there is no centralised sentencing database in the Republic of Ireland that would allow for proper analysis of sentences handed down by said judge. I don't think we need a database because the information is out there. Why do we need a database if we know what he's doing? Like, he was a guard. Just reading through this, he was a guard. And unfortunately, the criminal court that he is the judge over is probably one of the biggest. I just don't get it.